on Crimefighting? It's tonight, and it's time to unite for the Batman v Superman Screen Junkies Honest Trailers. This should be extremely interesting. I can't wait to see what they pick apart and say about this, since this is one of the most controversial and more mixed talk about films of the year. Excuse the background, it's hot. It's hot as ass. It feels like almost out in here, so I have to keep myself cool. So, without further ado, I already know they're gonna get on the whole Martha shit, which I liked, whatever. But let's see. Here we go.
From Zack Snyder and his accurately named production company comes the blockbuster that united the world's two biggest superheroes and divided everyone else. Batman v Superman, Dawn of Justice. Get ready for the battle of the century between critics and fans that had the movie's most rabid supporters sending out death threats, while its harshest critics refused to admit that anything about it was cool, even though you'd be lying if you thought this wasn't awesome.
You would be lying. That scene was fucking amazing.
And this wasn't ridiculous.
It wasn't.
Martha! Why did you say that name?
Warner Brothers
It was good, man. Come on.
Mega hit to keep pace with the MCU.
Being too hard on
a screenwriter who once said, Batman vs. Superman is where you go when you admit to yourself you've exhausted all possibilities. And a director who once said, Batman could get raped in prison. That could happen in my movie? Really strange choices in retrospect.
David Goyer isn't
the Justice League,
he's okay.
And they
Zack Snyder's not
delivered
that bright.
an email attachment as the DC Extended Universe kicks off with a folder of low-res QuickTime videos. What is the logos? Leaving audiences with a cool
I kind of wish they weren't
movie,
exposed that
trapped
way,
inside a boring, convoluted Superman sequel. Trapped inside whatever cartoon Lex Luthor is from.
See, I thought I found myself liking him the more and more I watched it, but not really. His plan is a lot more thoroughly explained in the Ultimate Edition.
Fear has returned. And even he's not sold on the whole Superman gig.
Superman was never real.
Yeah.
Witness the hero who wants stood for truth, justice,
Still
and the
moping.
American way, stand for brooding, moping, and wondering why he even bothers, as the film's main character has nothing to do but silently look constipated, get horrible pep talks from his parents,
Be anything they believe, or be none of it.
suck at his job,
True.
and refuse to fight back against his toughest opponent yet, cable news.
Superman was involved in the planning of
Hey,
this attack.
like I say, Fox News, right?
Must there be a Superman?
Stop scowling and book an interview. Smile. Go to carpool karaoke and sing that 5 for Fighting song.
I'm more than a bird. I'm more than a plane.
Oh no,
My
that's
God, he's still a beefcake. Those abs are so good, you won't even notice how fake those eggs are. Watch Zack Snyder prove once and for all that the hero he really wanted to make movies about is this guy. Or
That's
at
really
least
true.
his weird murdery fanfic version.
Everyone really needs to get over that murdering shit.
Ben Affleck shines as
Like,
Batman, who
get
is
over
one
it.
part CrossFit bro, one part Superman, one part Tony Stark, one part Arkham video game, and one part actual bat.
Yep. That scene alone,
Thrill while the world's greatest detective
I knew it was gonna
finally
get the
gets to
Batman
do
that we
some
needed.
actual detective work, as the actor we all assume would be the worst part of this movie is
the
by
best.
far the best part of this movie.
Tell me, do you bleed?
Also, everything Wonder Woman did was really cool. Sorry if that seems kind of tacked on and out of place, but you know, so was she.
She with you?
I thought you were
she was.
Of course she's with you. You sent her an email like half an hour ago, remember? Watch The Dark Knight grow to
That's
hate
true.
Superman for clear, obvious reasons, while Superman grows to hate Batman back because Lex Luthor hired someone to kill a criminal Batman, Brandon, before he put him in prison, so that when Clark Kent refused to cover the local football team and investigated the Gotham vigilante instead, he would conclude that... Look, I don't have time to explain the whole thing. Can we just roll Lex's plan real quick? Okay, let's see here. Okay, right, the CIA...
Wow.
Let's see, okay, I don't even remember
One
that
thing
part.
I still don't get
yeah,
is
there it
how
is.
he
Okay,
knew
Step 9A.
their identities.
forgot
Like,
about
how
that
does Lex
part.
know
Peanut
Batman's?
jar. Man, this
Clark's is
complicated.
simple.
You don't have to throw everything but the kitchen
But how
sink
do
into
you
your
know
evil
Batman's?
plan.
That wasn't explained.
And there's the
There's the
sink.
sink.
You've been waiting since you were a kid to see these two icons go toe-to-toe. Well, keep waiting for 2 fucking hours through boring congressional hearings.
Let me say at the outset that I'm grateful
The
to
Ultimate Edition, it wasn't as boring.
Much journalism.
Why aren't we
Like, I liked when he actually
And
went
a
to Gotham
semester's
and
worth
was
of intro to
reporting
philosophy
and doing
lectures.
things like
God is
that.
all powerful. He cannot be outdone.
To finally get the awesome fight you were promised in the title. That ends after just 8 minutes because their moms have the same name.
That 8 minutes was awesome. I watch it every
I
day
know
on the
Batman's
train
hung
to
up on his
work.
dead parents, but come on!
He has the power to wipe out the entire human race, and if we believe there's even a 1% chance that he is our enemy, we have to take it as an absolute certainty.
Having a mom changes none of that motivation, no matter what her name is. You can write all the essays you want, convincing yourself this was brilliant. Then again, dumb is a one-syllable word that covers it pretty well. So suit up for a film that was so highly
It's so
anticipated,
easier to say that
it
it's
could
stupid.
never have lived up to the hype. That had to deliver the fight fans have wanted to see on the big screen for decades. Address the controversy around Man of Steel. Make enough money to compete with Marvel. Be a sequel to
True.
Man of Steel and a Batman solo movie. Pander to Jar of Pea enthusiasts. Form the
Granny's
Justice League.
peach tea.
Introduce Wonder Woman, The Flash, Aquaman, Cyborg, Lex Luthor, Parademons, Doomsday, Steppenwolf, the death of Superman? Whose idea was it to cram all this into one movie? They just burned
It
through like
was a
6
lot.
movies worth of good material. But at least Suicide
They'd
Squad
be
was
too
pretty
far
cool,
behind.
alright? Starring
Yes.
Batfleck Forever, Last Son of Krypton, Lady in the Water, Jeremy's Iron, Hector Salamanca,
He's so
Teenage Mutant
awesome
Abomination
as
Lord of the
Alfred.
Rings Cave Troll, Max Landis, worst product placement ever.
They did say
What the
he
hell's
modeled
even
him
happening
after
here?
Max
Had to
Landis.
ask like 10 hardcore DC fans, and even some of them didn't know. Xena, Warrior cameo. A Democratic senator from Kentucky? Sure, why not? Tonight, a comedian died in Gotham. Martha Wayne.
That's funny.
And Martha Kent. Oh, now I get it. Nope, still dumb. Fans v. Batman v. Superman. V. Critics v. Other fans.
That will never
v.
be let down.
Executives v. Zack Snyder v. Expectations. Can't do them all justice.
You really can't.
How come Dad never left Kansas?
You let him die in a tornado, remember? Wish this honest trailer was even longer? Well, then click the box on the left to watch the Batman v Superman honest trailer.
Alright. I mean, they had good points as usual, but yeah, the movie had flaws. Even the Ultimate Edition, it still had a little, but not as much. But still, overall, a good movie. Like I said, the only real puzzling, real question I had is how Lex knew identities. That was my biggest thing. But yeah, other than that, no big critique here. They said everything that I agreed on somewhat in an instant. But that wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. I thought they were going to go in a lot harder and just unrelentlessly destroy them. But they didn't. So it's not so bad. Let me know what you guys think. I'm sure the comments will be flooded with different opinions, which I welcome, which will be awesome. But like I said, I personally, now seeing the Ultimate Edition, I love the movie. You already know how I feel about Ben Affleck and Batman. He was awesome. So let me know what you guys think, and join me on the road to 100,000K. Got a long way to go, but did I say 100,000K? That made no damn sense. Y'all know what I was trying to say. Anyway, y'all, it's the night. I'm gonna see y'all later.